Hi everybody, this is Kevin, and welcome back to another comic book review. And today we're going to take a look at The Flash, number 757, written by Joshua Williamson with artwork by Rafa Sandoval. And The Flash has been a really underrated book in my opinion. I just jumped on issue 750. I got through the first story arc there. And really we're beginning a new story arc called The Legion of Zoom. And you see all of The Flash's various villains from Captain Cold to the Turtle to Grodd and Trickster all aligning with Reverse Flash to make Barry's life a living hell and, just summon all his villains from various different times against him. And really, the artwork has been absolutely terrific in these books. The color's been terrific. A lot of the books I like to read, specifically Batman, have a very dark, gritty undertone, and this is very colorful. I mean, you can just tell because Barry's costume there is all bright and red. And he's trying to seek his revenge for Reverse Flash, running all throughout, the whole world really, from Central City to Gotham to Seattle, evading Chaz and all the protesters, running all over the globe looking for Reverse Flash. And he remembers in the last issue that he made a promise to have dinner with Iris and Wallace West and Avery, one of the other members of the Speed Force. And he makes his way home, and of course it's late. And everyone's asleep, and he's like, oh, I'm late again. But Iris says, well, don't worry. I know there's a lot on your plate. As you know, the Reverse Flash killed Godspeed, August Hart, one of Barry's partners in crime there. And he's saying, Iris is saying to Barry, you can't let Reverse Flash control you. You have to live your life and quit living in the past. Because as you know, Reverse Flash killed his mother and really been the central point to all his tragedies. So the two kids wake up and they're like, oh, we're ready for some seconds. Give me another bowl. And then they're just joking like, we're going to need more ice cream. I wonder what a brain freeze is like with super speed. Trying to lighten the mood there. So Iris recommends, Barry, why don't you go back to work and try to live a somewhat normal life. So he goes back to the police department and he meets Director Singh, who gives him a stack of evidence and says, get to work, kid. Where you been? And meanwhile, he sees in the distance here a little boy saying, I know my daddy didn't do it, you're lying. And Director Singh says, you remember the Heather Macy case? The kid's mother was killed by the father. The trial's verdict finally came in today, which really rings home for Barry Allen. That's what happened with his childhood. And he recounts that was when Reverse Flash killed his mother and sort of framed his father to go to Iron Heights prison. And that's when, as a young boy, he wanted to become a detective and get his father off the charges. So he's talking to these policemen, and they really come to a verdict that, they don't have, they have the evidence, but the guy confessed. So end of story. So Barry grabs his evidence and gets to work and figures out what's going on. And starts thinking about Wally West. And it gives a asterisk there to look at DC Universe Rebirth number 1. And I don't really know what's up with Wally West, because he's in the Dark Knight's Death Metal, which is a sort of Elseworld type story, I think. Don't really know. It's hard to keep up with the continuity. And then in Heroes in Crisis with Tom King, he totally ruined this character and made him out to be like a villain. So I don't know what's up with Wally West. They just love hating on their old legacy characters for some odd reason, because from what I can tell, my generation here loves Wally West a lot more than Barry Allen. Grew up with Wally West. Because as you know, Barry Allen disappeared in Crisis on Infinite Earth in the 80s, and he was your Flash in the 80s, 90s, and really to like the mid-2000s they brought Barry back, but I don't know. So Barry's looking through the evidence, and he makes his way here, and then he comes to the realization that it's all a setup for Reverse Flash to be causing havoc, and he gets a message from Director Singh saying that the police is under assault, and we need help. And the Turtle makes his appearance. He's attacking all the detectives there. Great color, great splash page there, just wreaking havoc. So Barry's like, I gotta defeat the Turtle. Meanwhile, then you have the Trickster appearing, and all of these supervillains are appearing in different places throughout Central City, throughout the world, really, wreaking havoc and appearing at places where they know that Barry Allen is. So he's like, oh, they know my secret identity now. You got Commander Cold and Golden Glider, Captain Cold. And then Gorilla Grodd just smashing away. Run, humans! So Barry runs back home before his friends get hurt even more. And he gets Wallace, Avery, and Iris and gets them away. And he's talking to Iris saying it's gotta be Thawne. It's gotta be Reverse Flash. And that's it. And Iris says, he's attacking your life on every front. So you'd second guess yourself. You needed to run, Barry. Damn it, run! Legion of Zoom, Part 1. I hate when they do the credits at the end there. They should always do them at the front, but that's it. Part 1. So overall, this is definitely set up. I mean, if you're not really reading it like I am, this is an issue you can skip. But Williamson's run is ending. I think he is done with the Flash on issue 762. And that'll probably wrap up this Legion of Zoom storyline. And I believe he's moving on to Justice League, so that'll be interesting. Overall, Flash is great. I've loved it. Williamson should be commended. He's been writing it really since they did Rebirth back in 2016. And it's very good. Great artwork by Sandoval. Let's just give credit because, I mean, I always say that the color for the Flash is so bright, unlike a lot of other books. And we got the colorist is Hi-Fi, and then the inker Jordi Tarragano. So, yeah, man, Flash is good. I'd recommend it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And stay tuned for more new comic book reviews coming soon. Have a great day, everybody.